Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today's video is a little bit different. So I'm gonna try to make a NIKKE guide from now on. This is actually very new, gonna be my first guide ever. So what is the guide gonna be focused on? This guide will be totally focused on the newer players that maybe after looking at the second anniversary, you are addicted to the game. Because we all know that we came here for the plot, but we stayed for the plot, if you know what I mean here. Okay, so first of all, you just made an account. What do you do, right? I'm going to explain to you the fundamentals of NIKKE, okay? What you should know when you just get started on NIKKE, and what you should do and what you should not do. Alright? So let's just get to the first and the basic most fundamentals. It is how do you even play NIKKE in the first place, okay? If you've gone through the tutorial, then you will know that NIKKE is essentially a shooter, right? A shooter game. You shoot enemies. However, there's these things that's called full burst, and that's what I'm going to explain now. What is a full burst? It basically means skill, okay? Using your skill. So basically in NIKKE, yes, your characters can use skills, and there's actually three varieties of NIKKE characters when you just started out. This is the blue ones here. It's called R. It's just R, okay? Rare. And after that, you're gonna have the purple ones here. Here, let me just show you. Like these one, the purple ones, they're called SR or super rares, right? And finally, the gold ones, as you can see here, is called SSR, or I guess super rare. I don't know how you pronounce it. To be honest, the only rarity you're going to use is SSR. You're not gonna use SR characters, especially R characters or NIKKEs going forward. So then let's just get on to the full burst part. What is full burst and how do you even get to full burst? Okay, so first in NIKKE, let me just go to squad. A team consists of 5 characters of 5 NIKKEs. Okay, now let's just go here. When you are building a team, you can see here that there is a search button. There's a 1, 2, and 3. So how do you go to full burst? Full burst can be achieved when there is first there's one NIKKE with the burst 1 here, as you can see. And second of all, you have another NIKKE with a second burst 2. Right? For example, I'm gonna just crown here. Okay. Now we have burst 1 and burst 2 in our team. And third, you have a burst 3. Let's just use the new NIKKE and this anniversary, which is Cinderella, right? Okay. Now with these, you already can full burst. You just need one burst 1, one burst 2, and one burst 3, and generally you already can go to full burst. However, there are some things that you need to know. Alright, when building a team in NIKKE, okay, try to check the character's skill first. Tap on the icon that have burst here. For example, he burst skill here. Tap on it and take a look at the cooldown here. For example, here, if the cooldown is 20 seconds, then you only need one type of that burst. What I mean is that, for example, here, Lita have 20-second cooldown on her burst 1. That means we only need one burst 1, and we don't need to bother adding another burst 1 to not have a problem with the cooldowns later on, right? I'm gonna show you what I mean by that later on, okay? Second of all, burst 2, same thing. Check a look at the skills, right? Take a look to the skill pod and take a look at here. Now, take a look at that. Crown's cooldown is the same as Litter and it only consumes 20 seconds. That means what? Yes, you only need one type of the burst 2. If on the showcase, for example here, let me just take them down. Let's say I want to use noise as my first burst, right? Let's see her cooldown skill. Oh, it's 40 seconds. It's not 20 seconds. If it's above 20 seconds for the cooldown, then you need two bursts of the same kind. For example, this means Noise cannot solo on burst 1 alone. She will need another burst 1. For example, let's just put Litter again here, for example, right? And that is how you basically build a team, right? Now, same for the second. Find a burst. I'm really recommending it to be 20-second cooldown. Let's just now Crown, for example. Okay, I'm just gonna use the same team like just now. Okay, that's first thing you want to know. For burst 3, usually the cooldown would be around 60 seconds or 40 seconds, right? And that is totally fine because you're not going to find a burst 3 with 20-second cooldown, okay? That's fine. Why? Because you're going to be cycling to two burst 3s, alright? For example, I want to use, let's just say Red Hood, okay? Red Hood, what's cooldown she has? Oh wow, 40-second cooldown. Alright, that means we're set up. Oh wait, but there's a last slot. What do we do for the last slot? It is totally up to you what you want to fill this last slot with. For example, I just want to fill it with Naga. That's also fine. Also, or you want to fill it with another bursary. It's also fine. It's up to you, right? Basically, focus on having one burst 1, one burst 2, two burst 3. Okay. If you're confused why is Raihu like it, because she's a special case. Let's just put like Scarlet there. There you go. So one burst 1, one burst 2, two burst 3s is all you need for your team. Last slot is up to you. Again, make sure your burst 1 have 20-second cooldown, your burst 2 have 20-second cooldown, and your burst 3 just let them be. Usually, you don't need to worry about cooldowns for burst 3. All you need to worry about is your burst 1 and burst 2 cooldown, okay? How do you check it? By clicking on your character, like hold clicking, go to the skill tab, go to the, click on the skill, and take a look at below the logo on their burst skill. Here, there's gonna be a time icon, and that will show you how much cooldown do they have. Okay? For example, I'm just gonna put like Modernia, for example, right? For my last slot. Okay, it's up to you. If you don't have SSR at the beginning of the game, that is totally okay. You can always use your other NIKKEs, the R NIKKEs, the SR NIKKEs. But as always, as I told you, keep in mind of their burst cooldown. For example, here 20-second burst, totally fine. Okay, now we already go to burst, like how to make a team. Now let me tell you how to do full burst. Okay, I'm just gonna go to a training ground real quick here. Okay, here we are. So first of all, one thing, let me just pause for a second here. So yes, as you pause, you can see this is the total damage, this is total death, and this is the total health. Now you can see all your characters here. This is the same. It should be the same. Yeah. Okay. So now, what is bursting? Okay. So for example here, my NIKKEs are shooting, okay? You can switch between your NIKKE by pressing, like, either you can press them like this using your cursor, or you can also switch by using your keyboards like this, right? It's up to you. How do you want to switch? Do note that the NIKKE that you are currently playing will be the one that you have to manually aim like this, right? I have to manually aim like that, right? While the other NIKKEs that you can see that I'm not playing will be automatically played, right? They will be automatic. Now, take a look at the right side of my screen here. You can see that there's a pop-up and there's a NIKKE face there, right? That means we're entering burst. You remember how I told you that we need a burst 1, one burst 1, one burst 2, and one burst 3 to enter full burst? So let's see where we go. So let's start with Litter's burst. Now here, I'm just gonna hit A on my keyboard. Okay, now we already entered burst 1. Take a look there, you can have 10 seconds of cooldown to enter burst 2 before it completely disappears. I'm gonna pause a bit here, and now I'm gonna enable Crown's burst, and we go to the next stage, right? There you go. Now this is second burst. Now I just need to do the last burst for Cinderella by pressing A on my keyboard again, and we should enter full burst right here. As you can see here, I can choose if I want to burst with Cinderella or Scarlet. Let me just burst with Cinderella, right? There we go, and it'll be full burst. There we go. There you go, right? Full burst, I can just shoot all I want and it'll be increased damage. You can see that full burst only lasts for 10 seconds, so do keep that in mind. Okay, I just restarted it because the timer ran out. So back to it again. After you know how to burst, do you see these icons on the top left here that shows the icon sniper and auto here? So when you enable this one, the sniper one, if you click on it, or you can use the keybinds there, it should be left shift by default. It will automatically aim for you like this. So I'm not pressing anything, as you can see, and they're just basically shooting on their own. Okay, that's what it is for. Now what if I use this one, the tab one here? It will automatically burst for me and I don't have to choose anything. So I enable this too, I don't have to do anything. It will totally burst for me. It will automatically aim for me and it will automatically burst for me. So I don't have to do anything. Okay, I don't have to actually. So if you're lazy, you can just enable them both and you don't need to even worry about aiming or about timing your burst, right? It will just automatically do it for you. Okay, so there's two ways to do this, is manually and automatically. It's up to you which one do you want to do. Okay, now that's enough for NIKKE gameplay. Okay, now we're just gonna go to the next section of the video. Okay, now we're back to the lobby. Now let's go to the next section. I already explained about NIKKE's, the rarity, how to build your team, how to play NIKKE basically when you just enter it. Let me know if you have any questions. It's also okay, and you can join my Discord server. It will be in the link in the description below. Feel free to ask anything in the comment section as well. I will reply as fast as possible. Now, we're not gonna be going to tier lists and all the builds and stuff like that. All you need to know is how to play, and I'm gonna explain next is shop. Okay, I'm gonna tell you what to buy, what to not buy, starting from the cash shop. So every day you'll see that on here there's gonna be a daily, and yes, there's a daily free package. You just buy that and just get out. Other than that, you can see the packs. If you're planning to spend on the game, then I highly recommend you to spend on these first, like the special packs, right? Or a step up package is also fine for materials. However, personally, I would always go for this first, or you can go for all tiers. Okay, any of these is okay, in my humble opinion. Also, this you can also select all the materials that you want, so it's up to you. Also, a monthly, do not purchase this first. By the way, do not do that. You can do 30-day supply. There's two. There's one for $5 and the other one for $15. It's up to you. The first one only gives you gems, which is a premium currency to pull, and the other one is with a daily material that will help you in upgrading your NIKKEs, right? So campaign package, I highly recommend it to buy it if you already finished chapter 10. As it will give you up to 10,000 gems for $20 that in normally you will only get around like half, even less than half of it. Okay, so that's basically it. Skin is up to you. It doesn't it's up to you basically. All right, so that's for cash shop. Now let's go to the usual shop. Every day you'll be able to buy something for free on the most left side here, and you'll be able to refresh the shop for free for the first time, usually every day. I don't know how it is for beginners or new players, that I don't remember if you can refresh it for free or not, but if you can refresh it for free, then do refresh it and then buy the item that is the most left again, which is the free one, and then after that do not refresh it again. Okay, next one, on this part, if you already unlock a body level shop, only buy the high quality mold, don't buy anything else. Okay, that's it. So on the arena shop, if you already unlock it, I highly recommend you to only buy the manufacturer arms if you have it, or you can also buy these manual. It's up to you. But for me, I only buy this. Okay, do not buy the gears. Not recommended at all. Ticket is up to you. Basically, when you pull for 200 times in NIKKE, so every time you pull, you're gonna be granted a gold millage ticket if you pull on the special banner, and a silver millage ticket if you pull on the standard banner. Now this can be used to buy either dupes, or you can buy the character itself for 200 ticket respectively. Okay, so plan your pulls. Do not spend it recklessly unless you're not FTP or you're a spender. Next, what in the recycling shop, this only can be this currency can only be gained from coordinated operation or co-op events. Only buy the gems if you only have little, so buy the gems and that is it. Okay, you should not have access to this, so do not worry about that. Well, that's basically about the shop. Okay, what about the next thing you should do? So the next thing you should do is to push campaigns. Okay, when you just started out the game, push your campaign. Okay, this will be your main thing. Will be the absolutely important thing in leveling up your NIKKEs, right? Why, you ask me? So when you started out, you'll be around here, right? With each bottle, there will be increase in difficulty, and it's called combat power. As you can see here, you can see that there's a recommended for each stage. The higher you go, the higher power they will need. For example, here it demands a massive amount of 433,320 battle power, while my power is still above, which is 448,353. Okay, if the battle power of if your squad's battle power is lower than the recommended one, then it will not show blue like this, it will show red instead. Okay, how do you increase your battle power? That is by pushing campaign. Why do you need to push campaign? You need to push campaign so that you can get an increase in your outpost rewards, which is here. If you take a look at output defense here, you see that there's a stage clear count and there's an outpost defense. I'm currently on level 305. So the higher you push on your campaign, the higher outpost defense your level will be. And the higher the outpost defense level you have, then the higher rewards that you can get when you're claiming this. So make sure to claim this every day, by the way, and only wipe out one time only, because the first wipeout will be for free. Okay, other than that, as you can see, first attempt is free. Other than that, do not spend your gems on wipeout. Please, I beg you, do not spend your gems on wipeout. Okay, so claim this every day. All you need to just click the claim button like this, and it'll get you materials. As you can see here, you can use battle data sets to level up your NIKKEs. Code does the same. Credits to level up your outposts. And these are basically for gears. We're not talking about that. So that's basically all you need to know for now. This is all I think that you need to know. For modes like in the Arc, like Interception, Arena, Simulation Room, Tribe Tower, Lost Sector, I'm gonna be explaining it in a separate video for part 2 because there's so much to cover and this is already lengthy. I think it's already a pretty long video. I'm gonna try to make it short later on. And last thing before I end this video is that if you have not got a union, or what I would say is a clan in NIKKE, please join one. Sadly, my union is currently only open to one member, but if there's any of you that's willing to make another union, please do let me know or just DM me. Also, my Discord server will be in the description. DM me and let me know that if you open a union in which server, because we have a C server and a global and yada yada, and I'll try to put your union IDs in the comment section below to help others who are still finding unions. And yes, that's basically it for this video. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I will try to answer it as best as I can and as fast as I can. And yes, if you have any other questions other than a comment, again, you can join my Discord server. We're open to new players, and of course I'm gonna try my best to help you in my Discord server as well. This is me, DY. This is my first guide on NIKKE. I hope you'll like it, and I'll see you in the next one, everyone. Have a good one. Have a great day. Peace.